Okay, so you guys are at the front door. We're good to keep going. And
All right, I'm gonna let
Pretty Bird
Westra
is
take
with you.
the lead. Yes, I'm gonna let Westra and Pretty Bird take the lead here because Westra. I feel that Westra, because I am an intelligent man. Westra seems to feel that she is better than I am, or they are better than I am. I don't know if that's a woman or a man. It's a snake person.
In big bold letters above your head, in big red letters, it just says fact.
All right. Well, as you know, is typical, Wester's gonna politely knock on the door.
Come in, come in, come in.
All right. She's gonna open the door. Michael's still at his table there.
Michael is still at his table.
Yeah. Does he look particularly busy?
He looks kind of stressed out.
Hi, Michael. I'm back. Sorry if I'm interrupting.
Says, Westra, that's fine, that's fine. Have you changed your mind on the internship, or can I help you with something else? Quickly, I'm busy.
I just saw Machiavelli, and he sent me back here. Um, I gotta find the rest of my crew. I think they're down in the engine room.
Says, well, the engine room isn't this way, but there is something that you could help me with. I was actually just speaking to Machiavelli less than an hour ago, and he said that he would send over some people to investigate the attack that was in the lab.
Oh, I'm sure our friends can handle themselves.
Right. Well, the only way that I grant you access is if you provide me your badge. And he kind of like leans over towards the door. He kind of steps around and goes this way. And
Oh yeah.
there's like a key card slot on the door.
Oh, okay. So at that, Westra is just gonna kind of nonchalantly fumble with all the different badges she's got now, like the shit. She's got a badge from the library, the guards, the Inquisitor's badge. She's got one from here. Just kind of like idly flipping through them in her hands. Which one of these?
So, a little bit of metagame knowledge is not only does the Inquisitor badge get you past like guard posts and stuff like that, but it gives you special access to different parts of the ship.
Okay, it's like a master key.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. All right then. I take back the previous fumbling of whatever because I clearly would know what to do. We'll get the Inquisitor's badge going and we'll take a look.
Right on. So you can kind of see that along the left-hand side of the key port. You can actually notice that with the right-hand side is gold, and the left-hand side is just an opaque metal color. You take a look at the Inquisitor's badge, and you can actually see a gold part and a silver part on the side, so that it would enter a certain way.
Okay,
So yeah,
seems pretty straightforward.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah. We'll give her a whirl and open the door.
As the doors open, Michael just says, "Oh yes, and if you have any questions of the staff, ask them in there. They are busy, but I have told them to be completely cooperative in all things."
Okay. I'm gonna look back to Pretty Bird and I'm gonna
Mission?
say,
Huh?
uh, yeah. Can you go ahead and check on our friends in the engine room and we'll catch up with you in a bit? I'm sure they can handle themselves, but I think you'll be much more useful with them than with us right now.
Yes, friends fight with fists. Safe. Now, maybe. We'll go. Orders? And he holds out his hand.
Um, After learning from last time, I am going to use Mage Hand to give him a cracker.
Ah, quack, 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 quack. He's very fucking excited about this cracker, like almost sexually. And he just goes in for this fucking cracker and just starts whispering sweet nothings to it. Barry Manilow's playing in the background. It's like, oh yeah. And he grabs it from your hand, just gobbling it, running out the door.
Okay. I'm gonna look over to Steve. Okay, now that we've got the noisy one out of the way, let's try to figure out what happened here.
Okay, But before we go much further, what the was that thing?
Uh, you know that contract where it all was just like, hey, go meet these people you've never met before. Yeah, he's another member of our group, unfortunately.
Uh, I thought I was the loud one until I met him. It.
Wester just Wester just kind of giggles a bit at that, and okay, okay.
And
Self-depreciating humor, it works.
and you gotta know your crowd here. You gotta remember I'm a performer, so like I can see that you think that you're better than me, so I can just self deprecate upon this, and it will make you feel better about yourself. Maybe you'll like me more.
Maybe you play your character, and I'll play mine.
Exactly. So anyway, so I'm going to gesture for Westra to lead through the door, and is your character a male or a female?
She's a lady.
Okay. So as she goes through the doorway, I'm going to turn my attention to the old man here, and I'm going to ask him if he knows where I can procure some echo lilies.
So he has his head back behind his book scribbling, and he kind of pokes up and he goes, huh? Huh? Well, we do provide one for graduates. I guess that's a possibility.
Can I buy them?
No. They're far too rare to be things in kind. These are very rarely given out, especially in the air, because it's used in fuel consumption for the ship.
Fuel consumption.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I graduate from your classes here, there, wise one?
It says, well, various different busts. We usually have our interns running all sorts of different things back and forth. Also, interns are allowed to use the alchemy tables here as well, and provided with additional blueprints as sorts, but, time is everything.
As I do appreciate your offer, I am no errand boy. I am willing to do many of other things, though.
Well, perhaps check with us later. Maybe a deal can be hashed out. We'll see. And you can kind of see that along the lines, as he's not stopping writing letters, even though he's staring straight at you. And you can kind of see different interns from all around the room just darting back and forth between tables, kind of like serving food and drink.
So he's writing stuff down, right? So I'm say there's like extra pens and paper laying around his desk.
Oh, there's papers. He just has one giant ink and quill with a ink blot just off to the side.
Do I have anything to write with? Alright, well, I'm just going to bid him farewell in Dwarvish and see if he says anything or does anything about it. And go about my day.
He goes, Dash Midaria. And you know that to be goodbye and farewell.
Okay, alright, he's a well-versed man, so I'm not going to be able to fucking break his intelligence. That's what that was. End of the room!
Very good. All right, so as you can see, there are three civilians just basically putting alchemical components into different storage compartments along the lines of just working books and different pages and quills and fucking just all sorts of commissary stuff, just food and drink as well, just trying to get everything sorted away on its appropriate locations. On the right hand side of the room, you see six tables that are all designed for alchemy. So you can kind of see mortar pestles and beakers, large flames, see water sources on each one of these tables, and at the very top you can see a woman that is seems to be more of a secretary at the very top.
All right. Well, the secretary looking one would be the obvious place to start, I would think. So I'm just gonna, relatively quietly so as not to disturb anyone's research. Just kind of walk up towards her here.
Very good. So I need you to do a perception check.
Okay. Do. Perception.
Okay, so as you're
Failure.
looking upon her, you can kind of see there's a nameplate at the very beginning of the table, and her name is Astra.
All right.
And you can kind of see her. She's human. She's kind of got like little mini Princess Leia loopies in her hair, kind of up in a bun formation, and she's wearing a kimono.
Okay.
So she kind of looks over towards you, and she kind of just gets a little startled. She's like, "Holy shit! I didn't hear you come." Hello, how may I assist you?
Hello. Myself and my associate here are with the Inquisitors. We were sent to investigate the attack that happened here recently.
Oh, yes. I believe Machiavelli said something that somebody would be arriving shortly. Yes, it was quite dangerous.
Um, Everyone's back here working though, so I guess no one was really hurt.
Oh, no, nobody here was hurt, but they're not allowed to leave. They have to stay there by contract. They have not stopped working at all.
That seems a little unhealthy.
Oh, too true, but knowledge is key.
She seems a little fidgety. Is everything all right, miss?
Oh, yes, it's just stressful times we live in. I mean, to be honest with you, I figured somebody would have shown up much sooner. And you can kind of see on further investigation, you can kind of see that she has like very frilled hair, like on most of her head, and you kind of notice that like it looks like she's very overworked.
Okay. Hmm. So, you won't mind if we take a look around and we'll do our best not to disturb anyone's research?
Oh, yeah, feel free. Yeah. And she kind of
All
goes
right.
back towards her paperwork, and you can see her furiously, like, signing petition orders and fucking invoices for alchemical ingredients.
All right. We may not be done with her, but it seems like it's probably better to kind of survey the surroundings, any damage and the like first. So, I'm gonna just kind of walk back towards Steve here.
Very good. So
Yeah.
so
Okay.
when you head back towards Steve, you pass by this gentleman with pointy ears. He's an elf, and he seems to be stacking alchemical components to be able to craft something with echo lilies. There's a lady
Okay.
in the center who has very voluptuous hair, and she looks to be working on a means of increasing efficiency with fuel. And the lady on the bottom, it seems to be cooking up different antidotes for poisons.
Okay. All fairly standard Echo Lily research from what we've learned of them.
Yep, and so you make it back with Steve.
Yep. Okay, Steve. We've got permission to look around, so you take this side of the room. I just kind of motion to where we're at, and I'll take that side of the room, and I point to the far wall.
Okie dokie. Uh, Steve's going to actively be looking for echo lilies, and would you say the guy was researching?
Oh fuck, I don't even remember now. What did I say?
Okay, then it's not that big of a deal.
No, I guess not.
Okay.
The DM don't remember. It can't be important.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
not important then. No importance to that.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'm just going to actively be looking for echo lilies. You said this is like an alchemy room, right?
Yep. So
Yeah.
both of you put yourselves where you want to go.
I'm gonna start over on the far side of the room, like I suggested. Like divvy up our efforts and kind of see what we can find. So I'll walk over to where you've got like this little pentagram on the map. I don't know if there's anything
All
there or
right.
not.
So as you come around the side of the desk back towards where she was, you actually notice that this is actually a ladder system that goes down a floor with a hatch that's sealed shut.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get you both to what are you looking for specifically? You said fucking echo lilies, right? So I'm gonna get you to roll an Arcana check. What are you specifically looking for, Westra?
Well, there was purportedly an attack and an explosion here, so I'd be looking for like any signs of damage to kind of have an idea of where to kind of poke around the room a bit.
Very good. So we'll get you to roll an investigation check.
Okay.
All right, so Honky, what you're able to see around the room is you can actually physically spot at least 17 echo lilies. But all of them seem to be on the tables in the center of the room.
In the center of the room, like that big round
like
table?
on the chemistry, no, like on the chemistry sets of all the 6 guys that are making potions.
Oh, okay. I want to systematically go up and start talking to each one of these guys. You can do this however you want, like do it quickly or whatever. But I want to talk to each one of these guys and see if they will come off of one of their echo lilies. Because doing math just like meh is saying that if there is 18 of, you said 17, so we're just gonna say there's like roughly 18, each of them have 3.
Yeah, they're variously scattered over all of the tables.
Okay, but it seems like they might have access to them at a higher rate than most people. So I'm going to see if I can procure some echo lilies from these guys. Hey buddies, you guys wanna like come off a couple of them there echo lilies? I'm trying to make some cool stuff too. I'm trying to do some research to help us figure out who broke all this bad shit in here.
So are you just talking to the first guy?
I'm just kind of giving
to
you
the
like
whole room?
Yeah, just kind of like the whole, like, so, I mean, I can talk to each one individually. I just figured we'd do this quickly and just talk to, like, the group. And be like, I'm just trying to procure one lily from each of you. If you wouldn't mind passing it to the person in front of you, and I will collect them up front, blah, blah, blah. I would greatly appreciate that.
Very good. So you kind of make the announcement to the whole room, and you can kind of see them all looking towards you. They're kind of surprised that a fucking Goliath is in the room, chump changing, fan panning for fucking echo lilies.
Panhandling for echo lilies. Like, come on, man. Like, I just need a few, bro. Front me a few of those, dude.
Awesome. All right. So you kind of notice the demeanor of most of them going back to their regular position, but the gentleman that you were standing right in front of, it, like your voice was pretty loud, so it kind of startled me. Look, it's like you won't find any of these echo lilies here that aren't specifically designed for potions themselves. But shit, you know what? I wouldn't put it past that old hag down there to be in procurement of some illicit material. She did in fact steal several ideas I had and published them in her works.
Well, it doesn't sound like I would want that lady to be working for me if you think she's a stealing old hag. Do you think you could procure me a couple for the weaponry?
And he says, No! I'm too busy here. I'm sworn to work in this desolate, irritating place. If you're looking for gifts, perhaps find them outside in the yard.
Not so much as gifts. I could pay and or help you in a situation. Like I can leave this room whenever I please. I could bring you things.
All right, so we're gonna pause on that there. Westra, your investigation. Oh my god, I didn't even see you roll it.
Holy he said.
All right, so
he's very smart.
So you see, beyond all shadow of a doubt, through your collective works of being behind these desks and noticing how like the cracks in the floor are, you see around and you see the tapestries on the walls, you can actually see that from the actual exit down, you can see faint, albeit the faintest, holy shit, I can't believe you fucking pulled this off, footprints of blood on the floor leading from the hatch to the front door.
Like just super faint footprints. Like I'm just moving my character like kind of in like that kind of pattern from where I'm at
Yep.
with the hatch to the door there.
Yeah.
Can I tell which direction the footprints were walking at the time?
You can see them coming from. Okay, so you can basically see it. I'll just metagame this because, like, is if you searched outside too. So when you're looking at this, you follow it all the way back, and you can actually see they lead outside to the lavatories, just out where Pretty Bird's token is.
Okay. So the footprints came from the hatch and went out that way.
The reverse.
They came from outside and went down into the hatch.
Yes.
Okay,
Apologies.
perfect. That was what I needed to clarify. Okay.
Fucking motherfucker. You should. Fucking 25? Like, what the fuck, man?
I pushed a door open I wasn't supposed to, and you seen some shit that didn't exist, really.
All right, and just so you know, Wester, while you're investigating, you're actually also noticing that as you're walking around the room and looking out the door from where these footprints are, you can actually see the lady up here visibly get nervous.
Okay.
Ooh.
Very
Which one?
interesting.
This one here.
Okay. Do I see that? Or am I still trying to convince this guy over here to fucking steal shit for me?
You're still you're still trying to convince that guy to steal shit for you.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so Wester's got a few ideas of what might be going on here. So I'm gonna approach this woman that I saw a little fidgety.
Very good.
Excuse me, miss. I don't want to disturb you, but you look uncomfortable. Is everything okay over here?
She says, yes, everything is fine. Yeah, and she gets really fumbled on her words as if she doesn't really know what to say. She seems very nervous. And she goes, I'm sorry, I must admit.
Oh, what happened?
I did, in fact, leave my post for a short bit. I was only gone maybe a half an hour. It's a long trip to the bathrooms.
Oh, well, it's not for me to judge who does or doesn't leave their post here.
Just please don't tell her. I could get in a lot of trouble. We're not supposed to
Okay.
leave our posts unless contracted breaks. It's in the union.
Oh, I see. I have one condition to keep your secret, though, if that's okay.
Very well. Please be merciful.
I just want to look at the underside of your shoes.
What? What a strange question. Well, very well, all right. She kind of hikes up her. She's wearing like semi-stylish cowboy boots that seem to be made of red velvet.
Okay. Is she like, willful, like, she's clearly volunteering the information here, so I don't think I'm going to find anything, but I want to look at, like, the underside of her boots
Yep.
and see if I notice any, like, I guess, blood residue based on what I saw earlier.
Very good. So I'll get you to roll a perception check.
Certainly.
You do not see anything of the sort, but you do see a large collection of sand that seems that she walked over a wet surface and then sand got stuck to it.
Yeah, somewhere out in the hallway. Okay, yeah, that's no big deal. All right, so I'm just gonna stand up and I'm like, I know that was a little weird, but I won't tell anyone. Thank you for cooperating.
Very good. So as you take a step away, you can kind of hear fucking Steve's voice become a little louder. And you and you can see the gentleman that's next to him just be like, seriously, you're gonna get me in trouble.
Wester is just kind of like, I'm not hearing this. I'm not hearing this.
Fine, I'll go talk to your fucking little hag friend down there that likes to fucking steal shit. Little sticky-fingered Cynthia down here.
So this chick?
Yeah, the one that you said likes to steal shit.
I didn't say shit. It's a fucking
the one-
asshole buddy. He said he likes
yeah.
to steal shit.
Old fucking Legolas-looking motherfucker. He's fucking saying the bitch from What the fuck was that? Kung Fu Hustle?
Yeah, pretty well. She's got a cigarette in her mouth and likes to scream at people.
My ass beat by an old bitch.
Right on. So you get down to her, and then she kind of looks up and she says, "Oh, hello, dearie. How can I help you?"
So Jimmy up here at the top of the thing said you're a thief.
Are you whispering this, saying this out loud, or is this an internal?
Oh yeah, no,
monologue?
like I'm going to like let her, like I'm just going to whisper it to her.
Gotcha.
But you know, I mean, I'm not gonna put it out there like I'm gonna be like, your buddy up here says that you're the person to talk to about procuring items that are hard to come by.
Oh, that phallic elf. What a fool. He believes to be some kind of a monarch for his race. He comes up with these half-wit ideas and then thinks he's discovered air. Well, all I've done is just taken his theories and pushed them to the next level, and he thinks he deserves all the credit.
So he says you are a theft of intellectual stuff.
Oh, of course he would.
I need to procure some echo lilies, my fine lady.
She says, "Oh, these great thing here, dearie. Well, I don't really have access to be able to give any to you. They're quite a sought-after commodity. Maybe speak with Alexa up at the top."
And that is the
The secretary.
okay. Alright, my fine young woman. I'm going to have myself a great day. You should do the same. Did you happen to see anything when all this crazy shit went down in here?
Well, I was looking down at my desk, and I was making this imperial crafting recipe. You see, when you add... This is going to be fun. So when you add echo lily to an asbestos of jasmine, it creates a very large wafty aroma that fills a room and becomes very sensual in the air. But it takes quite a bit of the root to be able to take hold. So I've been actually given more echo lily than most to be able to procure something for the economy to sell to fund our efforts. But the first one I make, I'll guarantee it to you for being such a nice chap.
He's using these ridiculously rare magical flowers to make scented candles. Good fucking grief.
Right, yeah, like I can't get one to make a weapon, but Granny fucking Gertrude down here is making Yankee fucking candles. These are highly sought after, but I'm just grinding them down into wax.
Yeah.
Making essential oils over here.
Oh yeah, they're if I'm gonna make it look like you guys rolled a history check, but you know aphrodisiacs are a very popular thing in Telmeria, especially when it comes to interracial marriage.
Oh, I am totally making this very rare bow. I'm hoping to roll it to be Cupid's bow. I'm just making everybody love everybody. Like, you got shot in the knee. Take my arrow to the knee. Bah.
There you go. So, all right. So you're kind of meet up again with Restra?
Yeah, I mean, is he talking to the secretary lady? Because I'm just going to kind of like
Nope.
start investigating her.
We'll start. We'll say you guys meet up at the edge of the room and have like a quiet moment to reflect.
Okay.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but what have you learned?
These sons of bitches are very stingy with their echo lilies, and they won't come off any to me.
So Westry, you see this big fucking Goliath in half plate, fucking just kind of giving the pouty face, like you'd almost see like. So yeah,
This cocksucker's got 17. I only need 2.
So
This
above,
bitch is over here making Yankee candles, and no, Steve, you can't fucking have one. I gotta make wax melts with this one, okay?
Oh, this is very amusing. I'm still looking around, but I think I have some ideas. I was gonna talk to Astra, the secretary there again.
So Granny Gertrude down there said she's the lady that can get me some echo lilies also. So I'm gonna talk to her also, but I'm gonna let you talk to her first because I'm not exactly sure what you consider the smooth talking type.
so what's up?
Actually, Steve, why don't you lead the discussion, and I'll just wait a moment. You can start out here. It's okay.
Ooh,
Alrighty.
some
Well,
dice role playing. I like it.
alright, well, here we go then. Alright, so, Steve's gonna walk up to the table here, and, have I fucking procured anything that fucking... So, Steve is going to step back out of the room. Okay?
All right. Can you make a perception check for the path by?
I sure can. Part up time. Part up time. Yeah, 24.
All right. So as you're turning around to leave and head back out, you actually notice that there's a large golden key card upon her desk. Holy fuck, 24. Not only do you see... Not
I
o-
see. I didn't do fuck all day. Now I got 24. Here we go. Let's do something.
So now, not only do you notice the key card along the floor, but the actual hatch lift that Westra is standing beside, you actually see that there's a key card holder on the side of it as well, and you see that they match. All right, you are outside.
All right. Now that I am outside, I have a disguise kit.
Oh boy.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to use my disguise kit, and I have clothes, costumes, the whole fucking nine, right? And I am going to disguise myself as the crazy old man who doesn't like to tell me fucking anything because he seems like he's the man in charge.
Oh, Whitebeardy.
Yep.
Very good. I don't.
Double dickhead.
I don't know how disguise checks fucking work. How do they work in 5.e?
I don't know.
Is it like a deception check?
Uh,
I'll have
I
to.
couldn't tell you for sure, but it'd be some combination of like deception or performance, like deception in that you're fooling them, or performance in that you're acting as someone else.
Yeah, that makes
Would
sense.
be my assumption anyway.
All right, Honky, I might have to research this further, so I'm just going to hold you right there for a quick second.
Okay.
And Westra, so you are up. I'm going to let you do some stuff while I do some quick reading, but I am listening and able to have conversation.
Okay. Westra's like kind of confused now because Steve was super gung ho about talking to Astra and then suddenly left the room. Like
Yeah, bro, you
metagame. I
leave the
know.
conversation. I'll be right back, bitch.
Yeah.
Leave you standing there and
Like
talk to this bitch first.
yeah, like metagame. I know you found something important, but like Wester wouldn't know about that key card yet. So, um, so Westra's just gonna kind of have shrug and go talk to this Astra person again. Excuse me again. Sorry to bother you.
You can kind of look over. She kind of gives you kind of like a blinkless look, and she says, "Yes."
What's this hatch in the corner for?
Ah, that is the secondary floor for the laboratory itself. That is where the attack happened.
Okay. Can we go down and have a look?
Ah, but of course. Here you go, and she hands you over the key.
Well, that was easy.
Well, she knows you guys have the Inquisitor's badge, so she wouldn't be able to say no if she wanted to.
Yeah. I have one other question for you, even though it might seem a little strange.
Very well.
Um, I'm, uh, can I have a quick look at your shoes? I'm in the market for some new ones, and I couldn't help but notice and like the ones you're on. Can I just have a look at them? The bottom of them, maybe?
Just very weird of sorts, are you? Well, very well. And she kind of kicks up her shoes.
All right. Same as with the other fidgety person. Any signs of like blood residue, etc. on the soles there?
You can kind of see like on the bottom of this one is quite a bit different than the one before it. If you were to compare it to the other lady's shoes, this one would be a lot more wet, and like the sand is deeply compacted on top of it. Like, it basically covers about 90% of the shoe.
Okay. A question I did not ask about the other lady I had a look at, but in hindsight probably should have. From what I was able to glean from the footprints, do the size of either of these shoes seem to match them in any way?
Um, Roll me an insight check.
Sure.
That'd be like the classic one.
Yeah.
All right, so upon like you just kind of go over all the information inside of your head, and you're kind of like, I wonder if these do fit together. And you kind of just like quickly at a glance, you look over towards the floor, but you can kind of see that the footprints themselves aren't like complete footprints. They're more of like different
Okay.
parts of the foot.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. All right. I'm gonna stop creeping out on this lady's shoes and just kind of stand up and
Sniff
say,
them. Sniff them.
I'm sorry. I know that was a little unprofessional of me, but I just really liked your shoes. Sorry.
She goes, "Oh, well, I guess not a problem." And she kind of goes back to her table, and you can see her like she's visibly stressed out. Like
Yeah.
she's like kind of frazzled by like she's not used to inquisitors coming in asking questions. This is the first time inquisitors have actually ever been in the lab. So it's like everybody seems to be on edge and angry. All right,
Right. Right.
all right, Honky. We're gonna say you take the next 5 minutes to like obviously craft. I just read up on it, and disguise kits take quite a long time to get the actual visuals of a
Oh,
person. So
okay.
I think it might take actually a little bit longer. But we'll say for now that with that action, you were able to make a duplicate costume for yourself and have it in your inventory, and then you can use it later.
Yep.
All right. So you're outside, and it's been a while since you've been inside.
Alright, I'm going to walk back inside with this costume in my pocket and see if I can find Westra.
Very good. So you come on
Are
in.
you in disguise right now, or?
No.
No, I'm still as
Okay.
Steve.
So basically,
Okay.
the way I did it, Jack, is like inside his disguise kit, he's got like the basic face composition. He's got hair, but he doesn't have it dyed to the appropriate color. So just by the next time he uses the disguise kit, he'll already have prepared that guy as a disguise. So we'll just
Okay.
play it like that.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Perfect.
All right. So you guys meet up in a quiet place in the room.
Okay. I'm just gonna brandish the key card. I'm just gonna hand it over to Steve and say, "Okay. Guess we're going down."
Alrighty. They said this is where the attack happened. Would you like to lead the way, or would you like me to lead the way?
I think you should go first.
Okie dokie. I'm going to take the key card and go unlock the door.
Okay. It opens without issue, and it kind of slides open in a circular form, and you see a ladder that goes down.
Is it dark?
Nope, it's fully lit.
Alright. I'm going to head down.
Right on. Nice.
As Steve starts to head down the ladder, I'm just gonna lean over and whisper to him, "There were bloody footprints heading down here. Be careful."
So as you whisper that, Westra, Steve kind of cocks his head up and be like, You probably should have told me this before I started to go down first, so you kind of catch her.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like you're literally doing this as Steve's. Like the reaction is exactly what he said. So as he says this, Steve's going to go into full search mode, looking for any other signs of blood or footprints or anything of like that's out of the place that he can see on his way down.
Gotcha. So you don't see too much of anything along the way down. It's pretty cleanly.
All right. Well, I'm just going to head on down then. I was going to get down to the
Okay.
bottom and wait for West.
Are you
I
heading
want to see.
down
I
to
want to
Westra?
see how a snake person climbs down the ladder.
Yeah, you want to watch the ass of the fucking 18 charisma fucking warlock coming down.
Does it have? Is it? Are you humanoid or do you have a? Are you like snake-like on the bottom half?
I'm like 95% human. I'm a human that has like scales and a fucked up tongue, basically.
So
Okay.
so basically, anywheres that you would see makeup on a normal chick is where her scales are.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Well, then that's a complete. I don't want to need to watch this come down the ladder. Then I thought we were looking like the Yanti that like we fought. That was like
No.
75%. It was a snake with arms. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, yeah, I want to see how this motherfucker comes down the stairs or down the
Yeah,
ladder.
no. My character's backstory is that like she grew up in a human orphanage and just assumed that she was a human with like a weird skin condition. Like that's how human looking she is,
Wild,
kind of
we're
thing.
both fucking orphans,
Yeah, go figure, huh?
right?
And we're both like raised in a society that is not the race that we originally are.
Not at all, right?
Yeah. There's opportunity for bonding there if our characters
Yeah,
ever break the ice.
right. Yeah, your character seems to be very stuck up.
Oh yes, absolutely. She's the type that is used to getting basically everything that she wants. So, yeah.
I used to pick rocks for a living, so
Yup.
All right, so you
Steve.
guys heading down?
Yeah, end of the bottoms.
You too, Jack?
Yeah, I'll be following Steve at a safe distance, so I'll wait till he's
All right.
basically all the way down before I'll start climbing down the ladder.
Right on. So as you guys both get down to the bottom of the ladder, a makeshift door opens leading to a large plateau that's hanging by beams and by ropes off of the side of the Zeppelin. And this is what it looks like.
Okay. Oh, geez, so there's not even like walls for this place. This is just kind of like suspended in midair below?
Yeah. The only thing
Oh.
guarding it is small windshields that kind of act as like a roof of the place, and it's pretty much open in a lot of locations.
Like you could straight up just like jump off the edge if you were suicidal or crazy or something.
Exactly.
Or throw
Okay.
somebody off the edge and tell them they were suicidal.
Mm.
Got it.
Well, I don't think we'll find the culprit down here, but we should definitely have a look around the scene of the accident, the crime, as it were.
All right,
Yes.
move your tokens where you want to go.
Well, I don't even see my token anymore.
Should be down at the bottom, I think.
Oh, okay. This dead body is actually there.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go investigate the dead body.
Very good. Wester, where are you going? Hello?
One sec. So if Steve's investigating the dead body, it'd be wise for us to kind of divvy our efforts. So I'd probably head like over here and have a peek at what's on the the chemistry set, alchemical table, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, each of you roll a d4.
I hate this dice. It's always a 3.
All right,
Oh, look at that!
Honky, we're starting with you. So you approach this dead body and it's face down, and its face is kind of pointed in the opposite direction. You take a look down and there's a large pool of blood that separates out with full, strong footprints heading from the body down the stairs, and then they stop.
Which set of stairs?
The one right here.
Okay, south side. Okay.
Yeah. South side stairs. And you kind of see as soon as it gets to the bottom landing, there's no more footprints. You motherfucker, Jack, how did you spot that?
Wester's very smart.
All right. So what would you like to do?
Well, I want to investigate. So, do we know how this man died? Is the words that I see written on the fucking plate there actually there?
What is there is there.
All right. So, I want. Did he? Can I tell if he's the? All right. I want to investigate this guy.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation check.
All right. So you're kind of like poking around and you're trying to stay like outside of the blood path, but you're noticing that the subject is definitely female. Its face is pointed like towards its arms with its hood up. Its right arm is extended forward with the bloody sign "Help Me" written in blood. You also notice that there's several parts of this person missing as if gouged out by an unknown entity. And you know by the body position is this person was attacked from behind.
Attacked from behind. Can I tell if which way they fell? Like, I can tell they were attacked from behind. Did they fall face first? Were they facing the table when they were attacked?
They were definitely facing the table when they were attacked, and when they fell, they took 2 steps backwards and landed on their side in the current position.
Okay.
All right.
Can I see what's on the table?
Yeah, it's just various alchemical supplies.
Okay.
All right, so we're just going to do a quick pause there. Wester, I want you to roll an investigation check for me.
Absolutely. Let me just grab my character sheet. I got a ton of stuff open here now. Oh, crap.
All right, so as you're looking around the table, you can actually see that there are several forms of alchemical ingredients that naturally wouldn't be subject to you. Like, you recognize some of them, but you don't recognize others. And I want you to go ahead and I want you to add a quartz powder and a where is it here? Lapis lazuli to your inventory.
Okay.
And that's what you're able to find.
Okay. I'm going to quickly just pull a Steve and ask if there's any echo lilies on the table I'm looking at.
Not that you can see, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull a Steve and look for them echo lilies.
All right.
Hey, I was gonna do something really funny if I actually found one, but I suppose it's a moot point now.
All right, Steve, you come on back. Go ahead.
Steve's just gonna kind of watch Westress do her thing because Steve wants to go over and look at the big fish.
There you go.
Can I see it's a big fish?
Oh yeah, definitely. And this thing is alive, and it's just swimming around down there. The top, it's like a giant fish tank, and it does have a cap on the top of it. So it's just swimming around, and you fucking see this big ungodly fish that's just like, it looks like it has sharp teeth, but they're more protruding on the inside of the mouth when it opens and closes. They're not like sticking outwards.
It's just swimming around. It doesn't seem to be phased by this gigantic person standing next to its...
That is true, but I will get you to roll a perception check. All right, so as you're looking around, this thing is like darting, like coiling so that you can barely see the bottom, but every once in a while you see a bright light shimmer, And there's actually 2 echo lilies growing at the bottom of this tank.
Do I see a way to harvest them?
Not currently, no. You can see a lot of like switches and gears off to the right-hand side that seem to be providing power to various units and flasks that are like steam powered on the left-hand side of the tank itself, but that's about it.
No, I am a good guy, so I can't be going to flipping switches trying to figure shit out. So I'm just going to go back over with Westra.
All right, Westra, what would you like to do?
All right. Well, since I know that Steve has looked at those other 2 things and I've looked here, I'm gonna just head back to the center of the room and see if I can make any more trace of the trail of bloody footprints.
Very good. All right, I'll get you to roll an investigation check, please.
Okay. Where'd you go, character sheet? Can I open it up from here? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Investigation. Ah, fuck buckets.
Not too much is readily available other than what you've seen, but you do happen to see the blood trail that's on the stairs leading from the body.
Okay. Can I go have a closer look at that and see where
Sure.
it's going from there?
Do you guys want to go up together?
Yeah.
Okay, you're both present, standing at the edge of the blood.
Right. Okay. So they came from outside, obviously came here and killed the dude. Despite my terrible skills of investigation, I can at least intuit that much. So I'd like to kind of see where it goes from here, if possible.
The footprints from upstairs, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, as whenever you were coming down, I was actively making checks for you, and you didn't happen to see anything.
Okay. So whoever left those footprints came from outside, came down the hatch, but by the time they got down here, there wasn't enough left to leave a trail, I guess.
That is true. But then you can see
Okay.
the secondary set of footprints coming from the body, leading down the steps and then stopping.
Right, because there's a lot of blood there. I know you couldn't see the whole foot from the footprints because it was just like indentations of the part of like the shoe that touched it, but is it the same pattern as upstairs?
I will get you to roll a insight check.
Okay.
I don't even know if I'm using insight properly, but you're 100% certain that the shoes do not match.
Oh,
The glove does not fit.
okay. So Wester's just gonna stand there kind of puzzled for a moment there. Can I have a look at the shoes that the corpse is wearing?
Definitely.
Okay.
All right, so you hobble on over and you take a look down and you're kind of examining. You notice that these people have really good style. Like everything seems to be stylish to, like, and matching with the rest of their attire. And you can actually see that around the cusp of her shoes, there's a very light white and blue trim that go around the bottom of the shoe all the way around. And you take note of that, and you kind of recognize it to be the Tarl colors.
Okay. Look, Steve. I think she was with Tarl.
So you see what he sees.
Alright, I'm going to take this time to let you know, Westra, that not all Tarls are bad. Just in case there was any type of discrepancies and or harsh feelings because of what is happening now. Not all of us are on the same page as these extremists.
Oh, I do odd jobs for them all the time. It's not a big deal.
Okay. I just didn't want you to think ill of me, thinking I was of the genocidal people that are running around right now.
I kind of figured you couldn't be since Esri was trying to kill all of us equally.
Yes. I know who that broad is. She doesn't even like me.
All right, so I need each of you to roll perception checks, please.
receive this. 18.
Perception.
All right. So, Westro, what you're able to see is not only do those markings appear on the shoes, but it also appears up the leg and up to waist high on the body. It also kind of proceeds towards the spine of the back and goes all the way up over top of the cloak.
Okay.
You're able to see a small amount of hair that's coming from in behind the cloak that's dipped into the blood, and it seems to be soaking it up. And Steve, you're able to notice that the hair is black.
Copy.
All right. The deceased is wearing a hood, yes?
Yes.
Can I use my mage hand to remove the hood?
You fucking do you, man. I love this mage hand cantrip. I'm so happy.
You know what's wild is when I took Warlock, that was one of the things I was going to take was Mage Hand, because I was like, oh, it can lift 10 fucking pounds. It just can't attack shit.
There you go.
It's so useful. Anytime you don't want to touch something, you have a way to interact
It's
with
a
it.
stick. I have a stick. I
Yeah.
can poke it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use my mage hand to remove the hood, and see if we can glean any additional information there.
So as the
Um,
mage hand floats over and grabs onto the back of the hood, you can kind of see it struggle a little bit, and you see the hair kind of like going back and forth wave style in the blood. And the mage hand gives a good old reef, and all of a sudden you just see like the hood come back and the face dislodge from the floor, revealing
oh,
bam.
isn't that the secretary from upstairs?
I'm going to about face and charge my way to where that broad was. Upstairs.
Is that the general census?
There is one more thing I would like to check on the body first, but
Yeah, we
I'm in
can
no
quit.
position.
We can.
I'm in no position to stop Steve from running off and doing that.
Yeah, like so we'll just quickly do what you wanted to look at there, Westra, and then we'll all move together.
Okay. I wanted to, again, using my mage hand, I wanted to, like, brush away the hair on the back of her neck and see if there's any holes in the back of her neck.
All right, go ahead and roll me a
pretty
perception check.
a pretty standard check for a mono drone at this point, I think.
You got it.
Which
Give her-
roll?
Perception, please.
Okay.
You don't see any visible markings upon her neck.
Okay. Good enough.
All right. So we haul an ass back.
Steve's basically already gone as I'm checking this, so I'll be following him probably slightly behind.
Okay, I'm going to bring us back to the previous map. All right, now where are your character pogs again? Oh yeah, I gotta put them back down.
Yeah.
Fuck! All right. Bam. There you go. Should be all ready for you. You're at the top of the ladder. All right. There we go. All right. So as you guys look around, you notice that nothing seems to be very, very different from the room, except that you notice that the secretary is gone.
Naturally. I am. Well, if she's not there, well, Steve gets up before me, so I'd give Steve first action here.
Very good.
Give me a second. Seeing that she's not there, I'm going to go to my friend Legolas over here.
Okie dokie.
There. And ask him where she has gone.
He looks over towards, my time is precious, but if I have to rid myself of these distractions. She left for the lavatory a moment ago.
Who's all been downstairs?
Well, by being the secretary, she's the only one that is allowed downstairs.
Who was attacked downstairs then?
There was an attack? I thought it was just damage. I didn't hear of anybody dying.
I didn't say anybody died.
What do you speak of? What riddles? What manner is this?
I'm going to call for Westeros to come over.
So,
Okay.
Wester, you get a beck and call here?
Okay, I'm going to take a moment to just lock the hatch behind me and pocket the gold key card for it.
Very good. I'll get you to roll a perception check.
Okay.
All right, so as you're turning back to go over to where Steve is, you kind of notice that the chair is actually off on its side behind the desk, and you can kind of see that there's very few parcels on this table that there were before.
Okay, so she grabbed a bunch of the crap on the desk and bolted, basically. Um, well, seeing as Steve is talking to Legolas over there, he's never going to live that name down. Um, I'll just quickly ask my fast friend here that I agreed to look out for. Did you see where Astra went?
Says, well, I believe she left moments ago. She didn't really say anything much. Perhaps she had an appointment. Check the itinerary on top of her desk. Maybe she had another appointment.
I was going to do that, but thanks. Did you see which door she left by?
Oh, yes, she exited the room just towards where Michael is. Yeah, that door.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna walk up to the desk, but I'm gonna look at Steve and motion to this door over here. If you can see what I just did there.
I can't.
Oh, probably because I just grabbed a random token and just moved it around over there a bit.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I
Try to, like,
see where you
highlight
move
it.
the random token to, like right here. You want to move my person there?
Yeah, like I was just motioning, like she went that away, kind of thing.
gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So you see this, Steve.
Copy. I'm going to ask this man how he knew anything about what happened downstairs.
Says all I heard there was an attack. We felt the ripples below, but we've never left our desk the entire time.
I'm going to draw my great club.
All right.
An intimidation thing.
Very good. All right, I'll get you to roll an intimidation and say what you're saying.
Not much, because it's a 7. So you know a lot more than what you're telling me, and we really don't want to have to take this to your supervisors and tell them that you're either A, withholding information, or maybe the fact that you're withholding more information about where items are coming up missing to.
So he kind of like he puts his hand on his table and pushes his chair out, and he stands up and he says, "If any of you put him up to this, tell me now." And you can kind of see the other members at the other tables kind of look back and just give smirking laughs as if he's getting what he deserves for being an asshole.
Nice.
All right, so Westra, you're taking a step behind the desk.
Yep, it's time to have a quick look at the papers here.
Okay, I'm going to get you to roll an investigation check, please.
Oh, I like those.
All right, as you're looking through, you're kind of not only are you kind of looking for itineraries, but you're also looking for random ports or secret compartments. You don't happen to find any on top of this bureau, but you do notice on the chair that there's a large pool of blood where somebody would have sit. So large.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So with an investigation check, you also find out that on the itinerary, it looks like that she was never meant to leave at all. But an interesting thing you find out about the blood, it doesn't look human.
Okay. Ooh, I wish we had Jaladri here for this. Am I able to in any way discern where it may have come from?
Yeah, I'll get you to do an. Yeah. Do you want to do a? Let's do a history or an arcana. Your choice.
I'm going to do a history because I think this has come up before with the initial murder with the changeling blood thing, but I don't know if that's metagaming or not.
You can definitely tell there is a 100% similarity between the blood that you found at the other bar to this one. So it's confirmed that
Okay.
it's changeling blood.
Okay, great. That's kind of exactly what I thought, but well, well, great. Effing great. I think it is time to try to find out where quote unquote Astra went as quickly as we can before they're able to get away.
Agreed.
Just 1 second.
What's my asshole elf friend's name? Are we just gonna call Legolas? I think we should call him.
Elfie McElfton III.
Yes! Elfie McElferson, the Elfic.
Ooh, Elferson, that's even better.
Yes.
All right, so you guys completed a quest.
Oh, shit.
All right. Find the dead body. What'd you get? Blood on your shoes.
It's called a changing wind.
I thought I smelled
Nice.
something when I was following Westeros around.
50 points.
50 points. All right, so what ends up happening now is as you guys figure this out, fucking you just haul ass and you just see fucking Pretty Bird burst through the doors. Friend, help! Danger! And a giant explosion goes off on a different
shit.
part of the ship. And all you hear
shit.
is attention, attention, all orderlies, face value, return, Machiavelli commander persists. So it's very hard to make out. But through the windows, you can actually see that there's a force gathering on the other side of the catwalk, and it's fucking Machiavelli and all of his troops.
Shit. I need to get over here as quickly as possible before things go to shit. I was kind of hoping Steve would just pursue after where she went, but yeah,
Steve's going to, because Steve can't go to where you're going.
Why not? Did I miss something? I didn't quite want to get there. On the way through the other part of the lab, I wanted to see if Michael was still at the desk.
Oh, sorry. I just thought you guys were heading out. Brr, brr,
Most likely, but
brr.
I mean, he's right there,
Yep.
and if she came through, he would have seen her.
Very good. All right, haul off, and so he approaches, and he kind of is a little startled. You can see the whole room is stent to attention as the large explosion rattled the sides. You can see Michael conversing with Mordecai, and he's just over at his table, just being like, "Listen, I'm just glad the attack wasn't here again. It's just a shame. I wonder what's going on." So you kind of walk around the table, and he sees you. He's like, "Oh, what happened, friends? Was that here?"
Michael, did you see Astra come through here recently? Where did she go? Very important.
Well, the last time I saw her, she was across the seer hall and down into the main hatchway. So he's referring to down into the bottom right next to the seer hall.
Okay, thanks. Gotta go. Bye. Explain later. Let's go. Run.
All right, put your guys' tokens where you want to be.
Well, we're presumably trying to like get down here as quickly as we can, and hopefully we don't lose her. Or, they change into something else and we have no idea who or what they are.
There you go. So you guys land down here. So as you can walk up onto the group and you can see that they're visibly shaken and they're kind of like shouting at each other, Machiavelli kind of just puts a hand on one of them and pushes them away as he approaches you. He comes up. "Oh God, I can't believe this is happening again. Since you are..." So he's basically looking at your guys' Inquisitor's Pass, and he knows that you guys are interning. He just basically goes, "I need your assistance. Your friends were already ahead. Please, the more men we have to secure all the different locations of the ship. Please, we need your help."
Right. But there's a changeling. There's a changeling, and we need to find them before we don't know who they are anymore.
Fuck, God damn it, fine. Fucking changelings. The fucking... all devilish beings, if you ask me. And he kind of goes, "Come on."
Wait. It won't let me fucking connect there, so I moved you guys to Phoenix. Alright, now come here. Now continue. Sorry.
What's happening?
It won't let me connect in the fucking prefixes game room.
Oh?
It says you're still here.
Oh, we're in Phoenix Hospital.
Yeah, I moved us to Phoenix because it won't let me connect there. Like, I just tried to reconnect and it still just tells me I'm connecting.
Oh, weird. Oh. Maybe it was a glitch. All right. So basically, what was? Did you hear what we said?
I lost you guys after you moved our tokens inside because, and I can see you didn't hear a fucking thing I said because these motherfuckers want to kill me. I don't want to go down here. Yeah, I remember it was eavesdropping on their conversation, and they do not trust the Taro, and they would rather just imprison them or kill them because they put the rest of them already in prison.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go to prison. Steve's not trying to go to prison.
All right.
But that's totally fair.
Wait. But this Dragonborn guy knows that I was with you guys and that I helped fight the good fight on...
He's the leader of the Seer. Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to take my chances. I might go to prison today. It won't be the first time my character's gone to prison.
Right on. Yeah. So basically what he said is that he said, so what did you ask again, Westra? Oh yeah, you were informed of the changeling blood.
Yeah, he was like, you guys need to go. They need as much help as possible. And I'm like, we need to find the changeling before we lose them. Did you see a woman with black hair run by here? Where'd she go? Like, we're just kind of like talking fast at each other here.
Right on. So he just basically said, yes, all right, fine, we'll investigate that too, and he just starts running off with his cohorts off to the side.
Okay, I'm assuming that's the direction we all want to go then. Like, if he's just saying, all right, yeah, let's go, I think we should straight up follow him.
Perfect. All right, so...
What about you, Steve?
Yeah, what's up? Would you like to come as well?
Me? Yes. I'm following Westra.
Awesome. So you guys are following.
Westra does, I'm following.
So even Pretty Bird's coming along with this one, and all you can see is like you're running down different hallways and climbing up different ladders, and then probably about 3 or 4 minutes later, you come to a fork in the road. You see a sign that says engine room, and then on the other side you see ammunitions bay. And fucking Machiavelli and his troops look towards you and says, fucking the explosion was down there. We're heading to the munitions bay to protect it. Go! And he just fucking hauls off and splits off in a general direction with his 4 consorts.
Yeah, yeah. So this is definitely the time to do exactly as we're told by, basically the leader of the entire fucking airship at this point. So we're going down to the engine room.
Very good. All right, and this is where we're going to end for the night. And I'm going to push you an image and get you guys set up.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You guys
combat.
You guys have caught up to the other half. You guys have caught up to the other half of the party.
All right.
So you will be added in on next initiative for the fight.
Okie dokie.
So I'm going to put Westra here. And I'm going to put Steve here. And you guys can see a bunch of dead carcasses in here that are just like being like reanimated, and you can just see like the kung fu monks just like taking people's heads off with short kendo slices and smearing of paint. You also know Pretty Bird has run ahead and joined the fight, as well as Jaladri, who seems to be readying some kind of a thunder spell to shoot on the other side of the door. And as the door drops, you see a bunch of fucking undead proceeding into the room, and you will roll initiative at the start of the next session.
Okay.
Bam, you guys are officially caught up.
Nice.
Perfect.
Do we have a day for when everybody's going to be here for this?
No, but the way we're going to be doing is fever dreams are still a thing. So if people want to play otherwise, then we can.
Okay. Alright, well this is actually a good time to call it because I can hear my son downstairs making noises.
There you go. Alright, so we're going to end the live stream there, guys. I'm going to post this to YouTube afterwards for everyone else to see, and we'll talk to you guys later.